Hey guys, it's Roscoe, and on the Spacecraft today we're going to be having our in-depth look at this Poe Dameron Volume 2, The Gathering Storm. So, opening crawl. Good one of him and Terex. So it says, it is a time of uncertainty in the galaxy. Standing against the oppression of the First Order is General Organa's resistance, including Poe Dameron and his team of ace pilots, Black Squadron. After undertaking a mission to find the explorer Lawsan Tekka, a new enemy has emerged. Terex, an officer of the First Order Security Bureau. Though Poe's crew of pilots has managed to survive multiple encounters, Terex has vowed to destroy them. Meanwhile, shadows gather around Poe as he has become increasingly certain that a member of Black Squadron is feeding information to the First Order about the Resistance and its allies, and darkness continues to spread across the galaxy. So it starts off here. Love this one of Poe doing his training as he's running through his mind which member of his team could possibly be a traitor. There's Lulo, who accidentally fired on something. There's Kare. Now what did she do? She knew how to get to Gracchus's palace on Megalox Beta. Here we have Snap, and there's Jessica, and basically it could have been any of them. So Poe's obviously very disconsolate. Here we see Terex back on the carrion spike, and they're outside of First Order space, and the crew's questioning why. I said, that's exactly why we're away from the First Order. I don't wish to speak to them. So here he is going to his private quarters and said, leave me. Are you sure we could get you? He said, yes, I'm sure, pointing a gun at them. And then he's having a flashback to the past. The Battle of Jakku many, many years ago. If you look at the Star Destroyer, it looks like Sienna Reeves. The damage is in the same place you see here and on the conning tower. And what I really like is you also see like a walker there, and there's another one here. Could very well be that that is Ray's walker. So anyway, there's the X-Wings. So, the end of the Empire. The commanding officer is going to essentially say, fight till you're all dead. One of the stormtroopers kills him. And he says, look, it's over. You see this? The Empire's gone. If you want to survive, we've got to get out of this uniform because the rebels will kill anyone wearing stormtrooper armor. So there is Terex when he was a stormtrooper, which was referenced way back in one of the very first stories. So they're burying the armor. So if you're lucky, we'll never see it again. Flashback to now, he's got a very special collection on the carrier spec. Look, there is a hover tank pilot. I think there's a normal pilot. There's a death trooper. You can also see a royal guard. So he collects helmets. So anyway, here's Poe working on his X-Wing with Audio Mover when 3PO comes up saying, I need to talk to you. I have urgent business to discuss in secret. And Poe says, look, Audio Mover's about the only person that I do feel like I can trust. So basically, they're planning to go on a mission. You know, it's like droids are everywhere. No one notices droids. 3PO, of course, has got his droid network. Here's Poe still worried about who the traitor could be on his team. So basically, they're off on a mission to the planet Kadak in due course. Here we are back on the carrion spike, where the First Order's trying to get in contact, and he just shoots it, you know, and he wants to put that armor on. Again, flashback to Jakku, where they're building one of the uglies, him and Korlak, I think it is. So they've used the head of an AT-AT with like TIE Interceptor wings, and I think X-Wing type of engines. Back to now. This is what Poe's got to fly. It's just a big old beast. So him, 3PO, BB-8 and Oddie are off on that mission. There, of course, is Terex, now wearing his armour. So, why is everyone locked out of the systems? Because I ordered it. So there we see it in flight. That's great. They're finally escaping from Jakku. There we see the guys, and there is Terex. It's become clear to me that I've lost something important. I'm going to find it. There is old, back in the day, Kadak now. And there he is, finding it. Better look at that crystal tower. You see the buildings going up. And Kadak is a bad, bad place. It's kind of like Nar Shaddaa. People getting thrown off the spire all the time. Now, here is Terex strolling through the street like he owns the place. Someone said, "Who's this fool wandering around like this? I could steal from him. Easy mark." But it's like, "No, please forgive him. He doesn't know who you are." Flips him a coin, said, "Now he knows." So here is Terex, back in his favourite club. "You kept my favourite table." Now, back in the past again, essentially the same place, rounding up a crew because Terex worked at a space base on Rathana, you know, so maybe they can access it to actually get some ships. Terex said, "That's a great idea. We could bring back the Empire," with his associates. "We've got to move fast before anyone realises what that shipyard has got." So anyway, here they are, Poe and 3PO in Kadak, and 3PO's worried about the place. And Han Solo would find this very interesting, you know, this is the sort of place he goes. "Why, I recently heard that he borrowed money from..." Now, which one did he borrow from at first? From the Guavian Death Gang. There's the Guavian Death Gang. There's Kanji Club. What did that droid just say? So anyway, they're looking for their informant, these two, while this has happened. And obviously this has repercussions into The Force Awakens, where the Guavian Death Gang and the Kanji Clubbers, they unite to find Han Solo, to kill him. Yes. Anyway, he's back. And this guy's like, "You're sitting at my favourite table." Back to the past. There is the Rathana shipyards. There is Terex there, still in his armour, granting access because he had all of the codes as a stormtrooper. And there we see inside. Look, here's the carrion spike. There, where is it? Right at the edge here, TIE Striker. And this looks like one of its panels is off. I thought at first it was a TIE bomber, but it also could be Vader's X1 TIE, you know, because of the solar panels. Yes. So basically this guy's not happy that Terex is back. However, Terex has his allies. "Welcome back, my lord." So that guy's being killed. Yeah. So anyway, they're looking for the droid that's got information that they require. So apparently it could be just some droid dealers. So they have to buy it. Say, "Hey, you're Poe Dameron, right?" "Yeah, that's right." "So what?" "Just wanted to make sure." So Poe's been stunned. Here he is, unconscious, waking up. "Oh dear," says 3PO. So they're about to get captured. 3PO activates his droid agents. "Please relinquish your arms immediately. You are surrounded." So anyway, they've gotten away from there. When their contact turns up, and it's an old B1 battle droid you can just make out there. So here is the carrion spike. Here are the First Order officers on there. They're just puzzled as to what's going on. Why did Terex lock down the ship? Because he's going to replace his crew with his criminal bodies. Yes, time to get back to basics. There's the carrier spike in the shipyards. Here are the guys he's teamed up with, you know, so he's done a fantastic job bringing that ship back online, but he's not going to be happy when he finds out we're just stringing them along. We've got no intentions of bringing back the Empire. We're only using it to do hit and run of our criminal proceeds. He's been listening in on all of this, because the carrion ship spike is very advanced. And he kills them by shooting them all. And there he is, there, happy with himself. He's accepted that the Empire is gone. He knows what it means now. It means he can do anything he wants. Here we see him fighting various criminal elements, and he is now Lord of Kadak. So, a bit later, stumbles across a shipment. He said, "That's not Imperial, it looks modern. It's from something called the First Order, my lord." The First Order, yes. So anyway, there's the droids with Poe. The droid is just refusing to give us information. It says that not until it's safe. Anyway, Karen Spike turns up, and there they all are. It's like, "This is Lord Terex, I have returned. People of Kadak, I require Poe Dameron. Bring him to me, and you shall be warded. Go now, please me." So, once again, Poe's on the run. Being chased by the denizens of Kadak, they're going back to their freighter, and Oddie has disappeared. Wherever he is, he's probably safer than where we are. Oddie's infiltrating the carrion spike. You see him going up there. Poe's left the planet because his ship was inside the freighter. They've left the freighter for Oddie to escape. And there is all of the ugly ships that Terex has acquired over the ages. They've got to set a course for the car, but are they maybe, you see the droid strapped in there, are they maybe being followed? There is Terex with his fleet. There's Oddie on there. He's looking for his wife, who has been captured by Terex. Right. She's not happy about his actions. So there's a bit of back and forth, you know. And says, "Oh, blah, blah, blah. You never do anything, Phasma. Perfect First Order officer. You talk and whine and moan and never do anything. I can do what you can't." So he just turns it off. She's saying, "There will be consequences for your actions." Great one of Black One there. And Poe's now figured out who the spy is. It's Oddie. But it's because his wife has been captured and he wants to rescue her. Everyone on the carrion ship is a slave, you know, that Terex thinks will be useful. Leverage for someone. There he is, just fighting the others so he can get to his wife. There he is there. Where is she? I'm in love, damn it. Still can't persuade that droid to give up the information. And now the situation is becoming most pressing indeed. There's a carrion spike with the entire fleet chasing after him. Just some of the space battle there. That's Terex on board the ship. Firing. More battles, but Poe's been hit and they're crash landing on some rock somewhere. And there's a good one there. And they're coming after them. You see them there. We need to move. So they find a cave and they're trapped in it now because the entrance has been destroyed. There's Oddie reunited with his wife. Very nice. But Terex isn't on board. He's down on the planet now, all kitted out. Said, "Oh, for a dank, miserable cave, this is really rather lovely." So yes, here we see BB-8 destroying one of the stalagmites and it crushes some of them. Good old BB-8. I remember you, clever little droid. Goodbye, clever little droid. Right. Now, 3PO here is saying, save yourself, sir. I will do a distraction. You have to get this droid and the information back to the car. Greetings, Lord Terex. My name is... Yes, your C-3PO, human-cyborg relations, fluent in over 7 million forms of communication. Ah, yes, sir, indeed. Such as this language. And it says here, alert, alarm, intruders, they have come for the younglings. So he's waking up all of the creatures in the caves. And they don't look very nice at all for a distraction. Time for 3PO to lose a limb once more. And there he is, taking 3PO's chip that will probably have more information than even Poe Dameron has. You're probably more valuable than Dameron. So anyway, here they are. Just him and the other droid, who's very unhelpful. Terex is looking for them. But managed to be able to get in touch with the guys upstairs, as it were. There's Black Squadron, there's the fleet in the background. And they're planning on destroying Black Squadron. That's a good one there. Right, here's more. There they all are. Here's Poe and it's Nunzix, I think this droid is called. Stockton McCabe said, well, you know, I've got a self-preservation module. I won't do anything until there's no one left to protect me. And so far, you're still alive. So anyway, it's very unhelpful droid. Snap, however, has got a personality matrix for a droid that he carries around him for good luck. So insert this, and he does it. My name is Mr. Bones. So Mr. Bones is back. Yes, squashing meat bags. Yeah, because obviously he's so much lovely meat paste. So, yes, anyway. There we go. More explosions. There's fighting going on. Ships being destroyed. Here's more in there. Oddie's escaped. All the slaves have escaped in escape pods, which have all left at the carrier spec, leaving none. Any more droids, Poe? Send them out. I'll happily destroy them too. As many as you like. I'll get to you eventually. Why wait, says Poe. So, yeah, what else is there? I don't know you that well, Terex. Don't know whatever history you've got that made you into such a twisted, evil piece of trash. But I do know one thing. You've got this coming. Yes. And there they all are. But unfortunately, Lulo makes the ultimate sacrifice. And he dies. His ship is destroyed. Die! I said die! BB-8 shocks him. Thanks, buddy. What a great droid he is. And then, just when it's looking dire, the First Order turns up and starts destroying Terex's fleet because he disobeyed orders for the last time. And there we see that it has been destroyed. There you see one of the First Order transports that we saw at the very beginning of Force Awakens. Commander Malorus has come to take custody of Agent Terex. Ah, Commander Poe Dameron of the New Republic Navy. So nice to finally meet you. My name is Commander Malorus. Malorus. So, yes. Just in case you think of doing anything rash, we're filming all of this, you know. It'd be terrible if the folks in Hosnian Brown found out the First Order was attacking people. So anyway, he said, I've just come for Terex. There he is, being dragged back to his fate. Your fight is over. And that is it. Your fight is over. Mine is just getting started. Poe Dameron I love him. He's awesome. And yes, that is just our look at Volume 2. Much, much better than Volume 1, which I did enjoy, and I think you guys did as well, but it did have that egg thing. There was none of that sort of thing in here. It was much more straightforward, proper action-adventure, seeing Terex's background, flashbacks to Jakku, and that was before we'd had Empire's End and all of that. So that was one of the very first looks we'd ever really had at the Battle of Jakku. Yes, an excellent volume. I can't wait to see where it's going. I know there's going to be at least one more, but I don't know how much time there is between this and The Force Awakens, because sooner or later they're going to have to get to Tuanul on Jakku, and he's going to have to see Lor San Tekka. But who knows? They can cram so many adventures into 1 hour in Star Wars. I'm sure it'll keep going for quite some time. But yes, that was just a look at Poe Dameron Volume 2, The Gathering Storm, which I thoroughly recommend. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment suggestion for upcoming topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.